Hello traders, welcome to the market opening preview series, February 10th, 2015. Coming to you from sunny skies, rough waters in the Gulf of Thailand, and white sandy beaches, and it's almost jacket weather, my friends. It's a little chilly this morning. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL, excellence in trading. And always great to be with you on a Tuesday as we start our second trading day of the week. Yesterday was a little bit interesting. A lot of trades I didn't think were going to worked. But it's all good. We got a lot to talk about today, so let's keep going. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator for the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, we do have the Friday wrap-up about 4 or 6 hours after the New York close. Feel free to come and join us and take a look at that as we look at daily charts. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful 27-year career at a fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. Came to Thailand for a 3-month vacation. And guess what? It's 2015 and I'm still here. Still having a great time. All right, traders, I do trade the Forex markets every single trading day. Doesn't mean I take a trade every day, but I'm in the markets, listening to the fundamentals, watching charts, and looking for probabilities to get into a trade and make profit. Let's get the legal stuff out of the way. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most of all, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, traders, let's head on over to the news and let's see what's going on. These are how the markets closed yesterday. The Dow closed in the red, negative 0.53%. The S&P 500 closed negative 0.42%, and the Nasdaq closed negative 0.3%, with the Russell 2000 closing at negative 0.80%. Wow, that's the second day in a row we've had all red in the U.S., and I hate to tell you, it was all red in the Eurozone. The DAX closed negative 1.69%. The FTSE closed barely in the red at negative 0.24%. The CAC 40 closed negative 0.85%, and the Eurostoxx 50 closed negative 1.48%. Traders, let's come on over to my side of the world where we're in Asia, and these countries are currently trading. The Nikkei 225 is negative 0.79%, with the S&P ASX 200 out of Sydney is negative 0.38%, and the Shanghai is in the green at 0.35%, with the Hang Seng in the red barely at negative 0.11%. And ending this one with the Kospi, it is negative 0.31%. Traders, let's take a look at the calendar. We did have some news in Asia today. China CPI came out, and it was in the red, 0.8, and as it was expected at 1.0. Medium impact, they did have their PPI year on year was negative, and their CPI month on month was negative. Traders, to my knowledge, I'm almost certain we only have one high impact news event, and that's manufacturing production month on month out of the Great British Pound, and that's 90 minutes before, after the market is open. And as far as the U.S. goes, there is absolutely nothing going on in the U.S. for data today. All right, that wraps up our indices and stuff like that. Well, it's Tuesday, and I'm really excited. Glad yesterday was over. I will tell you that a lot of things we talked about yesterday, a lot of these trades worked out, and I didn't think they were going to work out. Some of them did the bounces that I said could go either way, and some made some good pips, some did not. So we're on a fresh slate today. So let us get over to the 60-minute Forex charts, and as usual, we will start with the euro dollar. Here's the euro dollar. This traded really nice yesterday. Actually came down, even though this chart is as ugly as you can imagine. So there was really nothing to do here, and you can see it's bouncing to the upside. Now, this could head up to the 200 exponential moving average. I don't think so, but it could. So we're doing the trend line break. That's a 4 trend line hit, and we want to take this to the downside at 1.1316. We want to take profit at 1.1273, and our stop loss is going to be the 200 exponential moving average at 1.1377. It's got some nasty stuff to get through, though, like psychological level of 1.1300. You know you're going to get a bounce there, so be prepared for that and put your stop accordingly. That you know, if you're not in break even yet, that you're going to get a bounce there. So either get out of the trade or adjust your stop. All right, here's the pound dollar. Pound dollar has worked yesterday. Actually worked late in New York yesterday. I only had to adjust the fibs and put in some new numbers. But today we need a pullback, and you know the pound doesn't like a pullback. But we really need this to pull back to the 38.2. Why? Because we have the 200 exponential moving average right below the fib, and that is support. So we need this to pull back up to the 38.2 at 1.5261, and we're going to take it down to 1.5185. That'd be a wonderful 30 pip trade, and I would be very happy if that would work out. Let's so take a look at the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, I want to take this short. And you're probably all saying, you're crazy, why do you want to take it short? It's long until you look at the daily chart. It is, if I'm not mistaken, there was a doji yesterday, and it showed a red candle today, and it's got plenty of room to come down. So I've got a feeling that this is going to head to the downside. And we'll see what happens with data. If you look at that blue candle, that was the China data where that popped up and showed us that blue candle. That red candle is a current candle as we are, where are we? We're 10 minutes after the current hour. So it's 0210 hours GMT. So we'll look for this, but I want to sell this. It needs to break this 618, which is support. If you look left of the chart, it's pretty nasty, and it's going to fight all the way down. But if it gets past that 38.2, we're going to have a nice ride all the way down to our take profit area at 0.7738. Take a look at a Euro Aussie. Hasn't really done much. Sort of in a situation here where we have a double trade. This is a 176 pip range. And the daily chart's like horrible, like there's no trade plans. The only thing I don't like about this chart is look at the Bollinger Bands. Take a look at these Bollinger Bands. They are closed. So there's no volatility in this pair. So this means that we're going to have to wait for the London Open before we do anything. It's real simple. If London opens and we're below the 200, we're going to sell it. If it's above the 200, we're going to buy it to the resistance level. I'm going to take our profits. So either way, so really you have three trade plans: resistance, support, or the 200s. So you have 3 areas where you can enter into the trade. So I've given you 3 trade plans, and let's see how we do. And we won't know until we hit the London session. Here's a Euro Yen. What a mess this is. Again, we are stuck here. The daily chart's horrible, yeah. And it's stuck at this 200, and it's just bobbling around there. So we'll see at the London Open where we're at. If it breaks that trend line, which is a valid trend line, that's a 3-touch trend line, we'll take it to the upside. If not, and it breaks the 200 to the downside, we will wait for it to break the trend line. Remember, we want to wait for it to break the trend line. Just because it closes below the 200, don't jump in there. Make sure it breaks and closes below that trend line, which can take hours. So we're looking for at least the London Open. And if you look for the one for the upside, that 134,400, boy, that does look sweet. I really hope that works out. Again, Bollinger Bands are open on the bottom, closed on the top. So just keep an eye on that. And ending this one with the New Zealand dollar. Again, look at these Bollinger Bands. Absolutely horrible. Not much going on. We're at resistance. I don't want to buy this here, that's for sure. So it needs to break this 200 exponential moving average, and I'll take it down at 0.7366. I mean, you can trade it up to the resistance level if you wanted to do it like right now. You don't want to wait for 4.5 hours, 5 hours before London Open to take this trade now. So I would wait for the London Open myself. Let's see what these Bollinger Bands do. Let's see what price action does. And if this comes down and breaks the 200, we'll sell it. If it goes up to the resistance area, that's fine. We'll wait for bearish candlestick formation, and we're going to sell it. So we want to sell the New Zealand dollar. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me on this beautiful, sunny, white sandy beach. And what is a little rough today? It's quite cool here in Thailand. So you guys take care, ladies, take care, and grab those profits. Remember, you want to trade smart and not hard. Ladies, have a great trading day, and we will see you tomorrow before live from Thailand. Take care.